A Hennepin County jury will decide whether a deadly mass shooting outside a Minneapolis nightclub was actually self-defense. The accused gunman says he opened fire in the large downtown crowd to protect himself from somebody else who had a gun. Our Paul Bloom live at the courthouse. Paul, this case soon in the hands of the jury, but they heard directly from the defendant today.
In fact, Amy, some late developing news here at the courthouse. The jury got this case just in the last few minutes. They did not start their deliberations this afternoon. That will happen in the morning. But once they do, this jury of 12 will have a lot to process from today. A full day of court proceedings all morning long. The defendant, Juwan Carroll, on the witness stand telling his side of the story. And then all afternoon, both sides laying out their closing arguments, making their last pitch to jurors. Now, you may remember Juwan Carroll is facing a total of 9 counts here. Second-degree murder, 7 counts of attempted murder in the May 2021 shooting outside the Monarch nightclub. 2 people were killed, more than half a dozen injured, and a barrage of gunfire. One of those gunned down, you may remember Charlie Johnson, a University of St. Thomas college student, innocently struck by a stray bullet while out celebrating graduation weekend. Now, the second man killed, this is more important in terms of the legal issues at stake here, the other gunman, Christopher Jones. Carroll testified he knew Jones, knew him to be a danger, and on the night of the shooting, Carroll could see Jones was armed and was threatening to kill him. After Carroll's buddy punched Jones in the face out on the sidewalk, Carroll testified Jones went for his gun, so Carroll went for his, and the two exchanged what turned out to be deadly gunfire. Quote, he withdrew the gun, I withdrew, and he tried to take aim. I was just a second quicker. This is Juwan Carroll going on. It was just seconds to decide a life and death situation. And finally, his defense attorney asking him on the stand, did you start this fight? No, not at all. I actually tried to avoid it. Of course, prosecutors painting a much different picture, saying that Juwan Carroll and his buddies were the aggressors. His buddy threw the first punch. Carroll opened fire. They easily could have retreated and gotten away. There was no business firing into that large crowd outside the nightclub. Again, the jury has a ton to debate, to discuss, to go over and consider this. If they do believe this matter was self-defense, the question then becomes, can they hold Juwan Carroll criminally liable for the death and the injury he caused that night? We shall see. Again, as I mentioned off the top, Amy, here, the jury will begin its deliberations first thing tomorrow morning. We're live at the courthouse. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.